And effectively, we have to remove three groups: the center, which is turned kleptocratic; an extreme left group, which is trying to get Marxism through identity politics; an extreme right-wing group that wants to return us to some era which most of us are pretty happy that we've moved beyond. So I think it's also really important to realize that many of us are captured by these cults, and we're still good people. We're just running really bad software. And the same thing you have to do when you have a child that succumbs to a cult. You got to go in there and deprogram and get them out with love. And very few people are in a position to say, hey, I love you and I understand why you joined, because there was a kernel of truth around everything that you were doing.
Yeah. Well, and it seems like there's a real collective action problem here, too, because all the incentive structure is to be the loudest, most aggressive, most, out there member of the cult. That's what gets you promotion. That's what gets you social media love. That's what builds your audience. That's what really contributes to your esteem within your particular tribe. And any one person sort of de-escalating and coming back to reality, they're just gonna disappear, right? And it's against all of their interests to do that. So how do you deal with that collective action issue of when you need everybody to basically take a step back?
Well, I don't think it's a question of everybody. I mean, one of the reasons I asked to appear on Rising is that you guys aren't following that model and you're crushing it. And I'm not following that model and I'm crushing it. I mean, I'm a 55-year-old father of two with a math PhD, and I get recognized in mattress stores. The country is hungry for reality. We are a reality-starved people. And what we need to do is, you guys were very smart to decamp from inside what I've called the gated institutional narrative. It's time to take it back, because the institutions only listen to their own media. And right now what we've got to do is we've got to reinsert the critics who are still capable of independent thought, who have enormous audiences, who are showing that in fact the amygdala is not the business model of the future. It is the prefrontal cortex. You guys wouldn't be doing this well if you were appealing to the amygdala. Most people are fatigued and exhausted, and it's time for you guys to lead. I mean, I think that you guys are much more the future. I'm here to be a handmaiden to help you get there. And the reason that Rising is so important is that it has the optics of the gated institutional narrative. You guys look like what they have to listen to. I'm just a guy on a Skype call with an anonymous wall behind me. But because of your ethics and production values, the amygdala accepts that you guys should be talking to the prefrontal cortex. And by the way, what an amazing job you guys are doing. And by the way,